Good morning all. From Fast Keys, we will move to edit area, which is also the real heart of the system. Everything will be simple and fast. For this reason, we will carry out the various steps so that you can fully understand the mechanisms that regulate the final part of writing a SEO project. Even in this phase, as in the others, you will see that the ability to reason is the best writing that will make the difference. This ability, as in the previous cases, is something that belongs only to you and not to the tool you are using. It's a concept that has always been important for us, creating systems that can help professionals work better and faster, and not tools that could replace the reasoning skills starting from the base that can be the choice of how to set up the snippet in a SERP. Let's go back to our notepad for a moment to understand where we have arrived and above all, what we have to do now. We set the projects by deciding the first important fields, from the URL to the snippet. Then we focus on creating a strategy that would guarantee us at least the first 50 keywords by reasoning 5 pairs of keywords in A, 2 pairs of keywords in B, and 5 pairs of keywords in C. And we did this because, again, 5 by 2 by 5 is equal to 50 keywords. In choosing these strategies that combine the awards of giving fruit to our 50 keywords combination, we have to be careful to respect the only 2 rules imposed by the engines, or the use of 2 words per field, the usage of pair words, which the combination is already guaranteed a result at the level of a logical writing, flowing and with its own meaning. Now it's time to get ready to deal with the content processing. This phase, like the previous one, is a work phase that is obviously always managed directly inside a tool, but for your convenience of learning, we are keeping up with the notepad, and in fact, what is missing now you see in here. This is what we call template text, a block of content that will help us to think about how to manage a whole project, whether it is 50 keywords or more than 5,000 keywords. Here, we have rules to respect, and what are they? First of all, it is a text that must be written in a number of characters between 500 and 600. If we check its length in this notepad, we realize that it respects this parameter. This is absolutely very important. It will not have to contain any of the keyword pairs we have chosen in this strategy. So basically, it will have to be generic enough. So it will describe what we are promoting, but at general level. If we can write it, keeping these 2 characteristics, the length and the attentions towards the stuffing or being careful not to repeat inside the chosen pairs of keywords, then we will be ready to put them in use. Let's copy it and let's use it in the tool together. First, we return to our strategy by clicking Fast Keys. Remember that if you want to change the strategy, click on the Edit button. Once we are ready now to mount it, we will use the Build function. By clicking this function, the tool shows us a preview of how it will be built, a navigation menu on 3 levels dedicated to our SEO project. In this moment, you have to be careful not to modify. Click Create. The window closes by itself. From this moment, we can go into the real heart of the system, that is the main edit function. Edit is a real world of functions that can do countless things. In every area, you find many functions and has its own specific use. And even if you're doing only a first exercise, we wanted to make you work with the same tool that is used by our professionals without any obscure functions. The edit area, however, beats them all. It is able to do some really amazing things and actions that we have prepared in a second advanced course so as not to make you confused. One of these amazing actions is just what you see now. Assembled navigation menu of the project and built the template page you see here on the left. Let's click and observe it for a moment. Basic is a page that you see features of those 6 tags used for semantics. The tags are perfectly compiled already. In fact, if we go to the top right to make a first analysis on the quality status of the SEO level of the page by clicking Page Analysis, which is the area where the main algorithmic values are checked, the combo that opens shows us how in reality of the 5 of these 6 tags, we got the classic green light. So so their writing quality is really high. For each tag calculated, all that is needed is to manage it at the best. This function is really used when you are optimizing existing pages. In practice, it is used to help those who have to write contents in a site and not when you are working on an index project like now. As you can see, the only tag that is currently alerted is the only text, the paragraph. And this because we still have to insert the text template that we have prepared in the notepad. We close this window and continue our work. Let's go inside the text field and paste the text of the template without touching the first sentence you find already arranged and then save, or with the F2 key of the keyboard rather than the save function you find at the end of the page. I recommend do not touch the first by writing the other words. It is still early to understand how to handle an opening sentence well. For the moment in this exercise, we continue like this. This is the moment when we have to refine our template thanks to these two nice assistants that we have here near the text, the page assistant and the stuffing control. The first helps us to get closer to a perfect semantics by pointing to the numbers of words, as in this case, how many we must remove rather than add. Adjust the page and save. The second assistant, the stuffing function, takes care that should never contain any pair keywords that you see here in the menu of strategies that we can see on the left. If this is an example, we make a mistake and insert one more of this couple into the text. The effect we get is this. Adjust the page, save, and generate the project with this project generate function. At this time, the first part of the project has been written. We realize it because the alerts that calculate the semantic communication of the keywords on the right have disappeared and the keywords have gone from a state of red to a state of white. We can therefore prepare for the next lesson, and that is the one related to the complete generation of the project. I apologize if this lesson was longer than usual. Even if you could actually do everything in a few clicks, we considered it very important to give you the instructions in a very precise way so that the margin of error on your part is practically reduced to zero. Thank you for your attention. I wait for you with the next lesson. Bye.